Also, single women are breaking for Democrats by 30 points. And this makes sense when you think about how Democrat policies are designed to keep women single. But once women get married, they vote Republican. Married women, married men go for Republicans by double digits. But single women and voters under 40 have been captured by Democrats. So we need these ladies to get married. And it's time to fall in love and just settle down. Guys, go put a ring on it.
Because there's a lot of issues with that. The overall incredibly creepy, smarmy thing, that's definitely a part of it. His inability to differentiate between marriage status and age and assuming that marriage is the only thing that matters and this is not also capturing different cohorts, different generations is an issue. Can we also briefly point out that he's talking about what the strategy should be to capture women, but he clearly means white women. Like I get that when he just says women, he inherently only cares about white people. But if you take a look at a breakdown based on racial demographics, I don't know, I feel like there's some stuff for him to learn there. And his little instantly women become right when they get married thing might be applying to a particular sort of white woman and not everyone. But I don't know. Adrienne, what do you think? He's got advice for them. Is it time for all women to just get married so that the Republicans can win?
Yeah, no, you really, you were spot on. The fact is he's talking about white women there when he uses the term women. And also creating this idea or playing on the notion that marriage is the ultimate goal. And that being a Democrat is keeping women from this ultimate goal. It's so Jesse Waters that this is just right on point for who this man is. And it's just really, it's disgusting. There is something, especially coming out of these midterm elections, that there are conversations we had with white women in terms of their voting, because if they're voting in alignment with white male supremacy, which has only delivered them oppression, it's really sad, because the thought is that they think their whiteness is going to save them, when it's like, has it ever saved you? Like, just exercise some common sense here.
Yeah. And so those are the important substantive counterpoints to what Jesse Waters has to say. I'm wondering, why, I don't know, I felt weird criticizing Herschel Walker's clear mental illness early on. Like sometimes I have that instinct to just avoid stuff like this, but is it right to point out that when Jesse Waters seems to imply that if only women would get married, then their political values would move in the right direction, that would teach them what they need to be, when this is a guy who cheated on his wife of a decade that he had a family with so that he could marry one of his former producers? Am I the bad guy in pointing that out? That he seems to imply that your political values will be corrected just by the virtue of a ring being put on your figure, but he decided to go and cheat on his wife. Like marriages fall apart. I'm not gonna ever down on anyone for getting divorced or whatever, but he was actively cheating. He's admitted that he cheated on her. Is it possible that it isn't the solution to all of your values problems that he's implying it is? Anyway, I'm just asking questions. I'm not criticizing or anything. It's not on me to judge his relationships, no matter how many of them he ends up having. Anyway, don't feel obligated to comment on that.
No. Yeah, it's interesting how he holds marriage in this high regard for women, and it apparently seems that he's trying to give women in his life the most opportunities to get married, as he seems to be going from one woman to the next. But what? So there's a new woman that he married? Is that right?
Yeah, no, I think it was a couple years ago or whatever. But yeah, he married a producer of his. And the way that he talked about how, he says that he let the air out of her tires so that she would need a ride home. It's probably not even true, but that doesn't make it right. The whole thing is just really weird. But it's definitely whether he's intending to get this across, he is communicating to me that he as a man sees marriage as a trap for women. I'm not gonna be constrained by it. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. But for women, it'll finally get them to act right. All of these guys that talk about being alphas, they clearly think that women need to be controlled and that's the only way they'll have a chance. And that is not nearly the alpha behavior that they all seem to believe it is.
Yep, and the thing is, Republicans do not occupy the field when it comes to controlling women. There are Democrats out there, people who go full blue and talk about liberation, all this stuff. They want it for everybody, but you get home and they are controlling, they are insecure men, and they are everywhere. And it's really scary for women, which is why I think a lot of us, are remaining unmarried, because when men don't know how to act right, and also when your pockets are secure on their own, then it's like, I don't need to be in this union that's nothing but oppression for me.
Yeah. Just one more thing. I understand we're going on too long for this, but like, I'm trying to decide if Jesse Waters is intentionally making a mockery of the position his party has on issues that directly like, he knows what their position on abortion is and how unpopular that is. He's fully aware of that. He knows that they don't support maternity leave or anything like that. He knows that they like vigorously attack the concept that men and women should be paid equally for the same jobs. Like, he knows all of the positions that they have that are driving women away from them. Is he just forgetting that for now, or is he almost delighting in it, in saying, oh, it's as simple as you should just get married? We don't need to actually do anything to appeal to women or whatever. We just need to get you in a tiny little golden cage, and then you'll support us. I don't know if it's ignorance or if it's almost like a trollish delighting in how much they do to drive women away from them. I don't know.